Shalom, and welcome back to B'nai Noach Academy, Thoughts on the Torah. Please remember to hit the like button, to subscribe, and most importantly, to share this inspiration and insight with friends and family. If you look in the book of Exodus, chapter 19, verse 20, there it describes how, quote, God came down upon Mount Sinai, on the top of the mountain, and then he called to Moses to make that final preparation, the final precautions, right before he's going to deliver the Torah, which is not just for the Jews, but for the entire world, for all mankind. Question: why did God have to come down on the mountain? Think about it. God is infinite. God can speak from anywhere. The fact is that God is not confined to a particular image or a particular setting, that the only way he can communicate is through a particular medium or through a particular means. So why did he have to come down, so to speak, on Mount Sinai? What is this symbolic of? What is this telling us? You see, when God gives us description of what took place, especially in such an important and crucial event like the giving of the Torah, the delivering of the Ten Commandments on Mount Sinai, it's obvious that he's not just telling us a story. He's not just trying to impress us. He is actually teaching us the importance, the fundamentals of what we need to do and how we need to do it. So what God is telling us is, I need you to come down. I need all of this to come down. You see, he is constantly telling us things. He is constantly setting things into motion. And this is what he did. You see, God knew that he is going to speak to the people. He's going to tell them about all these laws / virtues. But he wanted them to realize, he wanted them to understand, it's not enough, or it's absolutely insufficient to remain aloof, to remain up there and just give beautiful dictates and just say the right thing. You need to go down. You need to go down is symbolic of implementation. You have to make it happen. Action, not words. Real down-to-earth action is what counts ultimately. And to symbolize that, God himself came down. How many times do we hear of gatherings of noble and very wise people, concerned citizens, and there's a lot of talk, but at the end of the day, there's no action. And that, in turn, turns all of that noble, or what would seem otherwise virtuous talk, into empty nonsense. Because if it doesn't lead to action, if it doesn't lead to an actionable result, then it's just empty words. All those libraries that are filled with books with great ideas, all those conferences, all those seminars, with all the beautiful lectures and ideas that were brought up and arguments that were made, if it's not brought into action, it's at the end of the day just a good idea, but a total waste of time. And that's what God told us. If I'm going to remain in the heavens and just talk, that's not the symbol of what I want. To illustrate it to us, he came down. Action, feet on the ground. Let's make this happen. And that's a message for me and you. Of course, we need to study. Of course, we need to learn the ideas, the philosophies, the ideals, the esoterics behind all these commandments and virtues. But at the end of the day, nothing comes close. Everything pales in comparison to the ultimate, which is action, implementation of God's will.